Thank you, Mr. Raffy, for welcoming me once again and giving your time, which is the most precious.
We promised each other last time that it will not be the last time, so more than welcome.
Thank you. So, week is almost coming to an end. How has been your interaction with your partners and clients? Has the business been good?
Do you see me anxious or very relaxed and smiling?
Relaxed and smiling.
You have my answer. Yes, we have been delighted this week. We met with our partners, our dear partners, friends, the press. We shared our passion also with a lot of collectors. It's very important to us. We never do mass production. We handcraft works of art. We engineer with brilliance movements thanks to our artisans. It's important always to share this passion, this philosophy. We love to take our time. This is why you are in this venue, to pay tribute to our guests.
Correct.
To feel as at home. And when we met, you were at the castle. It's the same spirit transported and surrounded by the exceptional team that I do have. So it has been a very, very interesting week this week.
Well, that's fantastic, and as expected, Bovet's interesting crafted pieces impresses us and never fails to meet our expectations. And I happen to see a new launch of Virtuoso 11 is what I pronounce it, correct?
Absolutely.
Tell us, where is the inspiration coming from and how did Virtuoso 11
I always wanted to pay due respect to the soul of the house, its patrimony, its crafts since 200 years, to have a skeleton movement.
Okay.
It's not so easy to achieve a skeleton movement, but by the same time balanced and fully hand engraved by our artisans. One of them, I think you met the lady engraving. So it's important for me to have mastered movements and the way you dress a timepiece. And this balance is exactly what the House of Bovet knows and masters.
When you say dress the moment, can you elaborate a
It's
little bit
about-
what you mean by
absolutely.
dress the moment?
It's about ergonomy, it's about the detail of the curve of the sapphire glass, it's about the bow, which is so iconic and makes that the case is iconic. As you know, we have two collections. One is with the bow to pay due tribute to our patrimony, the other one, the writing sword, more modern, but the two of them are balanced, beautifully seated on the wrist, and inside, when you dive into the movement and you take a magnifying glass, every single detail deserves respect.
Agreed, because I did take the magnifying glass and I saw the detailing in that, for sure, completely accepted. 1930s is the other big collection. Three pieces I saw. The gold one took away my heart. Where is that inspiration then coming from? Because the 1930s has been part of
Yes,
Bovet.
we have had
But the new one, which I'm referring to, especially the gold one, and I think the other one which I saw was in blue. Two were in blue.
the meteor.
The meteor. And meteorite is apparently some 4.5 billion years
Yes,
old.
from
And
the-
I was trying to understand how is it possible that you could measure that age.
We don't do it.
Okay?
Scientists do.
Okay?
But it is, yes indeed, from Namibia. And you see, you have here the two expressions. It's the same case, the same ergonomy. One is in red gold, but the plate fully hand engraved. Beautiful guilloche that sparkles when you have it on the sun. The other one much more sporty. It's the same shape of case with some blasted titanium, blue meteorite, and when you go to the sun, again, you will see it's like a painting. Open case back, not clips but screws. And even in the sunglasses titanium, the cabochon, the sapphire cabochon, is a true sapphire cabochon. It's not synthetic. All these details make a big difference.
Sure, but how do you get that kind of inspiration, that so many details to put together? Or who gets this inspiration? It is you. How do you manage to get that inspiration?
Yes, I design my timepieces, but after we tune them with our engineers, watchmakers, all the team at the facility. And what is important, the inspiration is always nature, family, and that step further you want to achieve. But you want to achieve with balance. You need to have the timepiece talking to you. You need to make a collector discovering every morning one additional detail with delight. This is the inspiration and the will. Please your collectors to be pleased yourself.
So, with I remember you telling me that it's the Bovet family. Your customers are part of your family.
Absolutely.
And you happen to interact with most of your watch collectors and your customers. Have you seen them changing over the last 1.5 years? Have you seen this customer changing his taste, his demand, or his, the approach? And accordingly, because you must be interacting, you get those, inputs as to, okay, this is the way I should be moving forward.
It's very important to listen to your collectors. They come from different cultures, different regions, different ways of living. We are bringing much more modernity in our timepieces because it's also the request of the collectors. A younger generation, and we introduced this year a beautiful timepiece, the PF9. So we are keeping our tradition. We are opening to more modern, but we keep the balance and the density and the substance of very high-end watchmaking, 100% made in-house. So you interact with your collectors. And we do so in the crafts we defend since 200 years. The miniature paintings, other techniques, painting, cloisonné techniques, so many other techniques that we master. And on the other side, you can also express a much more modern way of express time. The gentleman, the collector, I said hello when we were here. He has a fantastic Battista Torio. Modern, absolutely transparent. The 1930 in gold, much more conservative.
Correct.
But you have two audiences respecting in this house two different expressions of time. It's not contradictory.
No, certainly not. But what I hear from you is that the customer the younger customer is asking for more modern creation. Is that right?
Not at one in absolute. I can tell you an experience.
Yeah.
I hosted, this was 2 months ago, a beautiful group of young collectors.
Young collectors,
Yes.
when you say
25 to 30 years old.
25 to 30.
Yes,
Okay.
to 30. At the beginning, we are absolutely sure they will go only and exclusively to our modern timepieces. At the end, it was a beautiful 50-50, where we thought that the more classical bowl and case will not be the appetite. They ended collecting the two expressions. It's not contradictory. It depends also on what you do, which party you go, the way you dress. As far as a timepiece deserves respect, it's not only conservative or only modern.
Fantastic.
This is our experience.
Great. We observe, and you need to affirm because you are the expert. Is small is back? Being small in watches are getting more and more smaller. Is
You
that
mean
back?
in diameter?
Yeah, in diameter.
It is coming back, but again, it depends on the timepieces, the mechanisms that you are preparing or presenting. Yes, the diameters are coming smaller, but it depends again. What is the expression? Is it a chronograph? Is it a sporty one? It is a certain minimum diameter. Is it a dress chronograph? It will be smaller, 40, 41. And again, it depends on the model. You would take a 1930 meteorite in 38 millimeters for a gentleman. I will never do it because for me it's not balanced.
Okay, why?
On the wrist, it's too small on the wrist.
Because it's 38.
In 38, it is too small for a gentleman with no
For a
wrist.
gentleman.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. But for a woman, it's okay.
Its size could be even in 36.
Okay. I used, this is just from the number of years that I've spent also in the watch industry. my observation is it's more inclusivity. It's more and more watches are being made unisex. As a result, brands are investing in making it sizes which are comfortable for both men and women. So you can choose to buy whichever you want, and that's why the watches are probably going smaller sizes.
It could be. It could be. I will not judge what I don't master in my everyday. In the models we do have, you see from the identity of the case, it's not going to be a gents timepiece.
Correct.
But a lot of gents timepieces are worn by ladies collectors of ours.
Coming to ladies, good. You bring to my next question is that have you seen in the last 2 years increasingly women demanding or women wanting or showing interest in owning complicated watches?
Since 20 years that I observed this.
20 years?
Absolutely, notably in Asia Pacific. You have a lot of collectors in Asia, ladies, notably in some South Asian countries, collecting our complicated timepieces.
Okay.
For us, it's not new.
Okay.
In the United States of America also.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's really heartening because we experienced, of course, I come from Indian market. So Indian market does have women wanting more jewel pieces and women really either getting gifted or getting gifted by their or inheriting from their families at the occasion of the marriage or being gifted by their husbands or boyfriends, and most of them end up buying a jeweled watch, not really complicated watch. But increasingly that is changing in India, and I thought it's also changing. People are experiencing the same.
And by the same time, you can have very complicated ladies' watch timepieces, set also with diamonds. So you have the two aspects together.
Okay.
So you need to master them.
Sure. Agreed with you. And this younger customer that you spoke about, 25 to 30, are they also showing a lot of signs of sustainability? So what role sustainability plays when it comes to Bovet?
I have to tell you, we are nested in nature. Everything we think we do is in the nature. And by the same time, we behave respecting sustainability. We are surrounded by nature. So whatever can be done and improved, we are already part of it.
So you're saying that you were already, sustainability is your second nature?
I think this is what we do in beautiful Switzerland. If we live in the mountains, we love nature, we respect nature. It's already the first human act to respect sustainability.
Perfect. Very well said. I wouldn't have expected anything else from you, Mr. Raffy, I know. How has the journey been in India so far?
Beautiful.
Because
Beautiful. We are delighted to have a partner who shares our human values. Beautiful family, same spirit, mutual respect, loyalty. We are very, very happy of the achievements you are doing, and gradually you will see, step by step, India will become a major country for the House of Bovet. But things take time.
Wonderful to hear that. That means India can expect more from Bovet. Much more.
I think India deserves to receive from Bovet the same things India is observing since we started to be in the country, the exquisite step further and additional year after year.
Bravo. This is good to know. Fabulous. Thank you so much.
I thank you also very much.
If you have any message for your Indian audience who are listening to you or perhaps watching you.
Absolutely. Only please, appreciate, defend, share with us, because we share a lot, the true love for real high-end watchmaking, 100% made in-house, and your appreciation for crafts and detail with good taste. And Indian culture, starting with your clothes, which are so beautiful. It's also all about crafts. The House of Bovet shares the same culture and philosophy for that. This is my message.
Thank you, Mr. Raffy.
Thank you
so much.